compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by advertisement in the Cape May Star and Wave on the Township website and posted on the bulletin boards of Township Hall. We request anyone wishing to address council, please wait for the mayor to recognize you. Please state your name and address for the record, and please remember, all comments must be kept to 3 minutes or less.
Thank you. Can we please stand for Pledge of Allegiance, a moment of silence? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Conrad,
Here.
Councilmember Coombs, Councilmember Roy,
Here.
Deputy Mayor Perry,
Here.
Mayor Sipple.
Here. Before we start, I'd like to thank and welcome Mr. Baldini for covering down the meeting tonight. Appreciate it, Paul. Okay.
Thank you.
Right down to the work session, we're going to recognize Reverend Soprano. So we ask you to please come forward, and all council meet me down below, and the deputy manager also.
It's a guy thing, you don't need me.
No, it's not.
It is.
Father's standing at attention already. If anybody wants to take any pictures or anything like that, you're welcome. John? But we have a proclamation for Father Soprano. He's retiring, so I'll kind of read it, and you'll see why we're going to honor him. Congratulate Reverend Ernest Soprano on his retirement. Reverend Ernest R. Soprano was born and raised in Gloucester County, New Jersey. He was the youngest of 3 children and graduated from the Gloucester Catholic High School in 1969. Whereas Reverend Soprano attended St. Mary University, where he obtained a bachelor's degree in philosophy and then continued his education at Immaculate Conception Seminary and graduated in 1977 with a master's in theology. And whereas Reverend Soprano was ordained as a priest on May 25th, 1979, and served his congregation at various parishes throughout New Jersey. And whereas in 2010, Reverend Soprano was confirmed pastor of St. Raymond's Church, which then became St. John Newman's Parish, which he continued to serve until retirement. Now, therefore, great pleasure that I, Mayor Frank Sipple, Lower Township Council, do hereby congratulate Reverend Soprano on his well-deserved retirement, thank him for his dedicated service to the residents of Lower Township, and wish him continued success in all his future endeavors. Thank you, Father.
You're most welcome.
Okay. And this is your, yeah, you come over here. You want to come over here? Here you go, this is you.
Excuse my back. I know you have a lot of important things to do, but that you took the time and somebody gave you an awful lot of information about my private life. I'm happy to have come to know Lower Township. When Bishop Galante called me, and I was living in Vineland at the time, and said, I'm going to make you pastor at the Villas and North Cape May. I said to him politely, but innocently, where is it? I haven't been there before. But I've come to know it, and I'll call it home now, permanently. Where'd it go? I liked it so much that I wanted to retire here.
I see that.
So I'm glad for the opportunity to hear this proclamation, to receive it, and more importantly, to be able to continue to live here. God bless you all.
Thank you, Father. Chief?
Yeah, command staff and the detectives that are being honored, please. Should know who you are. Brian McEwing, Caitlin Black, Michael Imes, Eric Danzy, James Mathis, and Corey Schott. You had something you wanted to say, right? The Detective Division is being issued and awarded, there's a unit award here, and I'll read you the citation. It's a unit award from the New Jersey Narcotics Enforcement Association, Officers Association, whereas the New Jersey Narcotic Enforcement Officers Association, hereafter known as the Association, is comprised of 2,000 members, including persons involved in federal, state, county, and municipal law enforcement, as well as educators, doctors, probation officers, attorneys, pharmacists, and persons from private industry. And whereas many of the members of the association are engaged in drug enforcement, which includes the investigation, apprehension, and prosecution of persons engaged in the unlawful distribution, possession, and the use of controlled dangerous substances, and whereas the course of sworn duties, this law enforcement unit exhibited a high degree of professionalism, integrity, and dedication above and beyond the call of duty, earning the respect of this association and all the people of New Jersey, and now, thereafter, be it resolved that Lower Township Police Department detectives is presented with the Guns, Gangs, and Drugs Law Enforcement Award of the NJNEOA as a record of their accomplishments made in vigorous drug enforcement efforts through the investigation of State v. Jorge Gocochea. The names on this plaque are Sergeant Brian McEwen, who is now Lieutenant Brian McEwen, Detective Caitlin Black, Detective Michael Imes, who is now Detective First Class Michael Imes, Detective Eric Danzy, Detective James Mathis, and Detective Corey Schott. Give this to Brian.
That's why I asked the chief to read it, because I can pronounce Kokachia. So I'm glad somebody can actually pronounce the name, so it's good.
Great job, and I just want to say one more thing. When I took over as chief, and I had this conversation with Brian, Lieutenant McEwen now, I said it was a relief to me to know that I have never been in detectives, and I had no clue as to what they did, but I didn't have to worry about it because they had it. They do a great job. Brian led a good force, now led by Sergeant Michael Perry, so it's one less thing that I have to worry about, so I appreciate their effort and everything they've done. You guys can all go. And John Shack. With your cool shades. He just had LASIK surgery today, so he's got the cool shades on.
We have two awards here to give out tonight, and these does not come easy, so there's a lot of hard work here. And the Recognition of Excellence Award presented to Patrolman Officer Jonathan Scheck and also Patrolman Eric Danzy. If I'm not mistaken, you got this Officer Danzy back in 2019, was it? Okay, so he's a two-time awardee, I guess, at least, okay? There's probably many more to come. But I want to thank you for what you've done, and the certificate reads, for outstanding dedication and support for your efforts at deterring impaired driving in New Jersey roads and highways during 2020, and dated March 2022 because of COVID, it came in a little bit late, but again, thank you very much for your done, okay? Fix your boss and be in trouble. From that side. Good job.
Thank you, Deputy Manager.
See you.
All right, now down to business for the next 3 minutes. Okay, we'll take a 2-minute recess to empty the room and protect the roads for us. Consent agenda. Any council comments on the consent agenda?
Comments from me.
No comments? Anybody from the public want to comment on the consent agenda only? Okay, we'll close the public portion.
Approval of the minutes, June 22nd and June 29th, 2022. Resolutions 2022-218 through 2022-224, and ordinance 2022-08. An ordinance amending Chapter 475 Parks and Recreation, subsection 16, Memorial Bench Dedication Program of the Code of the Township of Lower. This is the first reading of this ordinance. The second reading and public hearing will be July 16th.
Okay, is there a motion to move forward?
I'll make a motion. Second motion.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Roy?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Perry?
Yes.
Mayor Sippel?
Yes.
Resolution number 2022-225. This is bid acceptance and contract award of the 2022 NJDCA Small Cities Program, Cloverdale, Evergreen, Spruce, stormwater improvements.
Make a motion, we table this resolution.
Second motion.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Roy?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Perry?
Yes.
Mayor Sippel?
Yes. You have anything to report? Julie, is it with the manager report? Okay.
No,
We're
ma'am.
going to have public comment. Anybody from the public want to comment on anything?
Judy Phyllis. I just want to say thank you to everyone who came out and volunteered their time and helped with the cleanup the day after the fireworks. I don't know their names, but they did one heck of a job and helped me out. They went along the beach, so that it saved me hours of work. And I just wanted to acknowledge them. They know who they are, and I wanted to say thank you for a job well done.
Okay, great. Thank you for that. Anybody else? Okay, we'll close the public portion. I'll go first for comments. I just have two comments. One is the Independence Day fireworks and the celebration of festivities. I think it was a great night. I want to thank all the township employees who worked hard for this event. The public did enjoy it, and again, thank you for all the hard work. And I guess I'll stay with just one thing. You want to cover the Clem Mulligan Family Fun Night?
Which night is it? Oh, you cover it.
Okay, just a reminder, July 15th is the Clem Mulligan Family Fun Night in the Villas here. There'll be vendors, face painting, some food trucks, and there'll be a movie start. The festivities start at 5 o'clock, and the movie starts at 7:30 p.m. And that's all I have, so Councilman Conrad, you want to go first?
I have nothing tonight. Have a peaceful summer.
Okay. Councilman Roy?
The only thing I have is just a reminder to everyone, if you have elderly neighbors with this heat, just keep a check on them, make sure they're okay. If you notice they're having an issue or so, just make sure they get the proper help they need. And also the animals, make sure the animals are of shade and plenty of water if you see one in a kennel somewhere, or maybe somebody has one chained to a tree or a fence post or so. there's any problems, notify the proper authorities, and they'll be happy to address the issues that you have. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Deputy Mayor?
The only thing I'd like to do is ditto your comments and thank everybody that was involved with the July 3rd celebration that we have down on the beachfront. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of people that play into that to make that happen for everybody. And I have to say, it's one of the largest crowds I've ever seen down there.
Yep.
I walked on the beach and looked in both directions, and I could see people from Lincoln Boulevard and walk down, and Cape May Beach up into the villas was full of people on the beachfront there, too. So, very nice night.
Thank you. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous.